Hello everyone, Darren here, and on today's episode of WotC Academy, we are once again going to be revisiting the side-scraping topic, specifically talking about side-scraping with rear-turreted tanks and how some of them can't really do that. So jumping right into the conversation, yes, rear-turreted tanks can side-scrape super easy. If you understand the concept of side-scraping and the idea of reverse side-scraping, then rear-turreted tanks and side-scraping with them is like easy peasy. But the issue here is that, like I said, not every rear-turreted tank is going to be able to do it. Some tanks, like the Tier 10 VK72 Tech Tree heavy tank and its premium version, as well as the British Tier 10 FV215B heavy tank, these tanks actually have a turret ring bulge that, when in a position to side scrape, actually is a weak point that can be used to defeat side scraping. However, there are tanks like the VK45, the Tier 9 German heavy tank, that have a flat hull that makes it very easy to side scrape with a rear turret. We can see by the armor model of that VK45, it's very flat, so no weak points exposed there. However, if we look at the armor model of a VK72, we can see that there is a red triangle on the side of the hull. Yes, it's strong hull armor, but when you are side scraping, basically you are making it flat to the person shooting at you if they are at the right angle. And if that enemy's gun has a high enough penetration or they're firing premium, they're going to aim at that weak spot if they know about it, and again, it would completely defeat the ability to side scrape. Now, there is a way to get around this, and that's what we're going to cover. It's not exactly side scraping, but it's the alternative to side scraping, but it's basically baiting. And the only way to really do that is to have like strong enough frontal armor, not only in the upper plate but the rear plate as well. You're going to want to definitely double check your heavy tank's frontal hull armor before you attempt this method. But without further ado, let's take a look right now. Alrighty, so here I am in the VK72. I have my assistant again in the T110E4, and I'm in a position here where I'm, reverse side scraping. However, the issue that we have is that I have this weak spot exposed, and of course, Flying Egg is able to pen that weak spot. He knows about it. It's a pen, and I took damage. Now, what we can do instead is actually bait him into firing by using our lower front plate. Our front armor overall is very, very strong. So if you can actually angle it correctly and expose it and try and bait him into shooting if he's very overconfident in his gun or anything along those lines, as long as you angle it correctly, you will bounce the E4. As we can see here, I bounced it, and then I can just roll out. I can shoot him in the face. Not really, as you can see, but and then just shoot back up, re-angle, and then as he tries to fire, try again, bounces, and then of course just roll back out and shoot them in the face again. Of course, players will kind of pick up on what you're doing and how it's, their shots are not penning and they're going to eventually try something else. But you can see at least repeatedly here that this method, is an alternative way to try and actually fight with a rear turreted tank without just going flat on against a building and rolling out and shooting and, just, you know what I'm talking about. But that's going to do it for today's video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe. But until next time, this has been Darren of WotC Academy.